Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is sugar and the fact that there is a global sugar shortage, and also the fact that prices are going to be soaring to decade highs. And, you know, there are more troubles in the food sector, and there's more troubles than anyone could possibly imagine. And it's a market manipulation, if you will. Okay. And it's driven the price of sugar up while creating what appears to be an impending sugar shortage. So what do? Right? Well, what would anyone who is of the prepared mind do? We would stock up. Okay. Now, I'm not saying to go to the store and wipe the shelves clean. No, that's not what I'm saying. Go and buy an extra 5-10 pounds of sugar. Okay, whatever sugar it is that you like. Okay, are you a baker? Do you need your powdered sugar, your brown sugar, your white granulated sugar? Okay, do you like your sweet and low or your equal? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, do you do the Truvia or whatever it is that it's called, the natural sweeteners? Okay, stock up a little bit more. Okay, a lack of deliverable sugar ahead of Friday's expiry has sent the white sugar futures contract for May to its highest level excuse me, in more than 10 years. So what does this tell us? Well, that means that by May, okay, because we're already in April, by May, we're going to be seeing higher prices in May. So let's stock up just a little bit more to maybe let's get us through the summer. Okay. Now, if you don't use sugar, okay, great. But maybe you have a family member or a friend that is struggling a little bit with their budget and they do use sugar. Let's go buy them a 5-pound bag of sugar. Okay. Or whatever sugary substance that they do use. Now, the open interest for white sugar, or the number of contracts still needed to be closed, implies a hefty delivery of the commodity of above 880,000 tons. That's a lot. That's a very, very large number. Excuse me. The problem here is that when coupled with short positions, these contracts don't have the physical sugar to tender, meaning that the markets are once again irreflective of reality and more supply troubles are on the way. Okay, so say you own a bakery, okay, and you know that from last year's books you get this amount of orders for cake, cupcake, muffins, pastries, okay? And you know that you're going to be expecting that much amount of orders and a little bit more. So you know that you're going to need a certain amount of pounds, God bless you, of sugar. So you look at what you have in stock right now and you say, okay, we know we're going to need this much in order to fulfill our orders, plus whatever might come our way. Okay, well, with this shortage that could be coming our way by May, let's go ahead and stock up with what we can for the near shortages and for the price hikes that are coming. So let's get that done ahead of time, before May. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say, okay, with giving you the facts and the numbers. Okay, now in the last 3 weeks, white sugar futures have surged in price by nearly 20%. Have you bought sugar lately? Okay, either by bulk or even just by like a 5-pound bag or a 1-pound bag. Okay, you would have noticed that the price of sugar has gone up by at least 20%. Now, it is hitting levels not seen since November of 2011. So, as usual, ordinary people that are not of the prepared mind, let me just put it to you that way, okay? They'll pay the price for the mess in the form of higher cost for sugar-laden food items like candy, soda, baked goods. A lot of you do drink soda, yes? Okay. Well, I don't drink soda. My husband doesn't drink soda, but my son and his wife do. Okay. I'm just going to give you an example. Okay. You know the soda, Dr. Pepper, yes? Okay. That's the one soda that my daughter-in-law, she absolutely loves. She can't live without it, okay? Well, I go food shopping 2 days ago, and she calls me. She goes, "Ma, I'm out of Dr. Pepper." I said, "All right." And it's the Dr. Pepper is the flavored one. It's the cream soda Dr. Pepper. So I go to the store and Walmart's, and because they're the only ones that had it. Publix didn't have it. Target didn't have it. So Walmart's it is. And I call her. I go, "Jessica, do you know that a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper is $8.99? She goes, "Mom, please." And I said, "Jessica, do you realize that this Dr. Pepper addiction that you have is absurd?" I said, "Come on now." And she goes, just one to five. I said, "Fine." So this is what is happening to, regardless if you drink Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, Coke, Sprite, ginger ale even, okay? It is spiking everything, even if you just wanted a lollipop. So this in turn will continue driving global food inflation at a time when prices are already at record high levels. Once again, grocery shopping 2 days ago. I literally picked up nothing. Half cart, Walmart. Not even half of my shopping cart was full. $300. I said, "What the flip-flop did I buy?" My head started to spin. I said, "My God, I can't anymore." So sugar prices have jumped on prospects for limited exports out of primary shippers like India, even China, Mexico, Thailand, Europe. Now, India is currently one of the largest exporters of white sugar. But due to quotas that are almost exhausted, shipments are low. And there's no real expectation of an increase anytime soon. All right. So it could be the case that India will soon have to shift from domestically produced raw sugar to imports like Brazil, which just began a sugar harvest. But there are problems there too, because Brazilian sugar is now competing against a record soybean crop for space on railways and at ports, which has created a transportation bottleneck. So there's, no matter how you look at it, no matter how you try to shift things to make it work, there's always going to be an issue. So the sugar output estimates for the 2022-2023 season will worsen the existing global shortage problem in the months to come. Next year's crop will probably not be better. And the cane and beet, okay, because you know how they use beet in a lot of bakeries, like for your baked goods, okay, because beet is like a sweetener, okay. Have you ever heard of the cake red velvet? Red velvet is used, why it's red is because of beet sugar, okay. So the cane and the beet acreage is likely to fall in most areas due to the effects of crop competition. But what is really important to know here, okay, is that food prices all across the board, regardless of where you live, whether you're here in the US or you're in another country, okay, and this includes sugar as well, they are rising beyond what people are actually able to afford. Have you been to the supermarket lately? I mean, honestly, have you been? Show me one thing, just one thing, that's not a decade high in price. This is engineered inflation. Anything for an excuse to raise prices will be used. And I mean, just anything. Take your prescriptions, okay? Last night I go to the pharmacy to pick up my prescriptions. These are the same ones that I picked up last month for $40. Last night, what did I spend? $80. So no one can tell me anything different. I know what is what, and I know what I'm seeing. I know what I'm experiencing. Inflation, it is what it is. And these are things that I need in order to keep breathing, in order to live. And I need these things. And I'm literally paying an insane amount of money, and only 4 out of my 8 were ready. I have to wait until Monday to go pick up the other 4. So that'll probably be another $80 that I'll have to put out of pocket. So I just, this, and I said, when I went to Walgreens, I said, well, why aren't the other ones ready? Because my doctor called all of these in on Tuesday. She said, oh, it's because there's a shortage. Okay. So there's a shortage on that stuff too. Plus inflation on that too. So times are going to get really tough. And there's not a darn thing we can do about it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.